You know, this is a message to my mother, who, of course, died of cancer many years ago, so she's obviously not watching this. But I just wanted to say this. You're not a good person. And as callous and as cruel as it sounds, you running away due to cancer is not even, punishment enough for the horrible things that you did. Now, growing up, I suppressed a lot of memories. And it wasn't until later on in my adult life that these memories came back. The human mind apparently has the ability to just turn off traumatic events, to where it's like brain says, nope, not going to remember this. And it wasn't until later on in my adulthood, when I could actually emotionally deal with it, that the memories get, it's like, wow, that happened. And here was the hardest part. I was a very faithful Christian, reading my Bible every day, going to church, on the weekends. And one of the things that they always taught is honor your mother and father. And I had the hardest problem with that. How can you honor somebody that isn't honorable? I never got a satisfactory answer to that. Because believe me, there is no honor in what you did. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail, because it really is. I just don't want to talk about it. And but I saw things that happened with my brother, and of course I remember the stuff that happened with me. But it was truly messed up. And I don't understand why why the need to do this. What possessed you to do the things that you did? Now, for example, when you and my father were getting a divorce, it's like, yeah, I get it. He's leaving you for someone else. You're angry, you're bitter, and stuff like that. But you don't use your own children as pawns in a game of chess. That's selfish. You don't try to turn one against the other. You want to know what my own mother said to me? I think I was 10 years old when you told me this, that I was conceived out of rape. I was a rape baby. Now, whether or not that's true or not, I don't know. I never really brought it up with, my father or anything like that. But it's like one thing I can say is that you were only happy when you were playing the victim. And I even remember when you told me this. It was we was at the post office, and you was buying stamps or doing whatever they do at the post office, and as we were pulling out, you just started telling the story. The fuck? I can understand saying something like this when you're freaking angry, but you were just telling us like one day I had cheesecake and it was really creamy. Oh, and did I mention that your father raped me and 9 months later you came out? I was like, really? What the fuck? You realize how traumatic that is to tell a child that? Even if it is true, you don't tell a child that. But and that was probably one of the least harmful things that you did to me, and I saw some of the stuff that you did with my brother, and oh my gosh, to anybody who knew my mother and thought that she was an okay person, she's not. She's not. So, Mom, screw you.